coming out a little earlier than usual this morning. It is only 7 a.m. Nobody's awake yet, and I thought I'd come out and do my pondering while it's still on my mind. Everybody's been asking me to talk about the youth of today and cannabis. That's a huge subject. It's a huge subject. It's controversial, but I'll take it on because you guys asked me to. Now, I want to start with CBD or even THC for very young babies with epilepsy and those kind of seizure-related diseases. That's not even a question to me. If my baby was having seizures, I would try cannabis oil in a heartbeat, and if it worked, I'd keep doing it, and I'd do whatever I had to do it. And it's sad. It's sad that we've had 80 years of these kids not getting what they need, and we're still fighting now to get them what they need. It works. It needs to be used on them. Then, now we talk about the older set of kids, because when it comes to the babies and the young children, if they have to have it, they have to have it. I will say that there was a 15-year-old girl who put out a video a long time ago. She started taking THC at 13, gave up on chemotherapy, and she is cancer-free. She has to take over 1,000 milligrams of THC every day, and she tells people, some people say, "Oh my God, you're high all the time?" She always answers, "Better that than dead." So, tough subject, tough decisions. And the decision has to be those of the parents. Then you move your child into adolescence. And there's a couple of reasons that kids might try cannabis or need cannabis when they are adolescent. My personal druthers, I wish I had stayed away from it when I was young. I wish I'd stayed away from alcohol when I was young. I wish I kept my brain clean and pristine until it was finished developing. I did not. Many kids will not. But what they have found is that many kids that suffer from really bad anxiety or really bad, what's that up and down one? Anyways, when they have personality disorders, cannabis, especially the CBD, can often curb that and get them back to, especially get rid of violent tendencies and stuff like that. So again, if a doctor suggests that it should be done, I think it should be done. Fuck the stigma. But then we get into the choices. Kids will make choices to do things whether they're legal or not. Even if Canada legalizes it, it won't be legal for kids. And teenagers will do it. Teenagers will find it, they will find a way to get it, and they will do it. And, you know, I would rather my children never touch anything until their brains are developed. I don't even know yet. CBD is grease for the brain, but does it cause some difficulty in the youth? We don't know. I don't think so. I'm not taking a chance with kids, but if your child is a experimenter, is a rebel, and you know if your child is, I would rather they pick up a joint and rebel with that than booze, than cocaine, than MDMA or ecstasy, any of those. I would rather they stay away from those. Once you're adult, I truly believe that absolutely every drug should be legal, and if you get in trouble with it, you should be dealing with health officials, not police officials. But and each to their own. Make your own choices once you're adult enough, as long as the drugs you take don't make you crazy and make you come after me, and most of them won't. But in our kids, if you can get them to hang off, if you can get them to wait, I suggest getting them to wait. But if your child is leaning towards pot, or you think they're already doing it, make it open and honest. Talk to them. I will just say that being open and honest with my children, very open and honest about them, while they were young, means that only one out of my three even does it now. 2 out of 3 do it. One only medically, one only recreationally, and the other one doesn't touch it. So you aren't... See, that's where the difficulty lies. The choice has to be yours. It's only my druthers that I would rather be open and say, look, go ahead, but just don't do anything worse, and have an open conversation and continued open conversations past that point, than to say, it's bad, it's evil, leave it alone, because they're going to walk out the door and do it behind your back. My parents used to have all the kids in the neighborhood at their place. They had a pool table, they had a ping pong table, they had everything to attract my friends to want to party or hang at my house. That way they always knew where I was. They didn't really care what I was doing, just as long as I was doing it safely. We had open conversations. They didn't know. Well, my mom knew that I smoked a bit of pot, and she really didn't care, and that was back when the stigma was bigger. So I guess the bottom line is, know your children, know their abilities and their limits, and design your methods with them with an openness to the mind. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony. We'll catch you again tomorrow.